G'day guys and welcome to the channel, and in today's video we're doing my week 1 finals predictions for the AFL season 2024. It's going to be an intriguing final series, I'll tell you that, and we're only a couple of days away from the finals to start. Can't wait for it to start. There's lots to look forward to. Before we get into it, like and subscribe and we'll get straight into this video. So now let's review the last round we had of tipping. I got a 5 out of 9, not the best way to end off the home and away season, but I guess it's what it is. Melbourne vs Collingwood, I tipped to Melbourne to get the job done at the MCG, but I guess I got it wrong. I tipped them by 13 and Collingwood flogged them at the MCG. I mean, to end their season off with a high, but unfortunately couldn't make finals, finishing 9th on the ladder. Pretty disappointing. And then my Hawks smashed the Roos at UTAS. It was such a great win for us and a good lead up into finals against the Bulldogs, but what a game it was. I say Dan Rosier played good again. Got to give credit to Marbia Chol as well throughout the season. There's some great players out there who did well. And then Geelong vs West Coast. At one point it was 114-14. And West Coast were getting flogged against Geelong. And when I looked at the final scores, I was pretty surprised to see West Coast come back from somewhere from the dead and back alive. But it was a good game. Now, this was Dusty's farewell. He was going to do a lap around the MCG with Marlon and Grimes. The Gold Coast Suns got the job done. But not a bad way to end off the season for both teams. Richmond, as last in the ladder, came close against a decent side, but it wouldn't have been the way you wanted to send off Dusty. But I guess it's the way it is when you're the worst team in the comp. Then Essendon vs Brisbane at the Gabba. Brisbane winning that game and sending Essendon home with a loss to end off their season, which is pretty disappointing in Essendon. And now the Brisbane go up and play at the Gabba again at a home Ealing final, which will be good. And then at the CG, Sydney bet Adelaide. It was rather closer than you would have expected. Adelaide put up a great fight at the CG, but Sydney just snuck on and just got the job done at the CG. And then the Bulldogs taking on the Giants at Mars Stadium. Well, this game was also a decent one, but at one point it looked like both teams were in the game in the last quarter. I was worried. Of course, I wanted Hawthorn to have a home final. It didn't happen because the Bulldogs won. I was cheering on the Giants, and unfortunately, the Dogs got the job done. They just ran away and said September. And got a home final. This game would have been one of the most heartbreaking games of the season if Freo won their game. I mean, Carlton, with 12 seconds to go, Jack Higgins kicks one of the best goals of the year, and he kicks it. And 12 seconds to go to break Carlton's hearts and miss out on finals. Everyone thought Carlton would miss out on finals after that goal went through. Like St Kilda, they nearly bottled finals, which they really don't deserve with 17 injuries, but I guess it's what it is, and they somehow pull off the job, which is pretty good in Saints' perspective, and what a way to end off the season. They'll be remembering that if Freo won. Now, this game was the game. Carlton fans all around the country and Freo fans would have been watching this game 100%. 67-87, Port just got the job done. It was a little slimmer. If Freo won it, Carlton's out of the 8. If Freo won it, they had the 8. And they were near the top 4 at one point during the season, and the drop-off has been insane from the Freo Dockers. But you never know with Freo. They can come back next season, probably make 6th position. I would assume they'll make home form next year. Just got pretty unfortunate heartbreak for the Purple Army as they lost against the Power. They would have been cheering on the Stainers, and well, they did get the outcome, but they couldn't finish their outcome anyway. Now it's the finals tips. Let's just get straight into this. Now, the first finals game is on the 5th of September at Adelaide Oval on the Thursday night, 7:40pm. This game should be a great game, honestly. Geelong fans, well, they'll be cheering on the Cats to get a home prelim final. I assume they'll be at the MCG because he can't be at the Cattery. It's not allowed. But these two teams have met a lot in finals. I remember last time they played in the qualifying final. It was a good game, but I think Port got the job done. And this occasion, I think Geelong will be seeking for a bit of revenge. And Geelong, I feel like they're more hungry than the Power this year. They're more hungry to win a premiership. And they look like a premiership winning side, and I think they'll get the job done to kick off the first qualifying final by 7. Now, the night after this game, it's a banger of a game at the MCG. Looking for a packed MCG for this game. The Bulldogs versus the Hawks at the MCG. My Hawks are going to try and beat the Bulldogs here at the MCG. Well, it's going to be a great game, you have to say. About 95k at the house. Going to be cheering on both teams. The Dogs home final. Well, of course, if you did not know, the loser of this game will be sent home. And it's really, as I see this, the winner of this has a big possibility to win the flag. Like, honestly, it will be premiership contenders whoever wins this game. And I see that because both of these teams are red hot form. They're so good with the ball, fast ball movers. But I think it's going to be an alright game of footy, and the Hawks get it done by 32. Now, you guys might be wondering, there's so much Sydney derbies this year, and this is another one of them at the SCG on the Saturday, 3:20pm. It's going to be a bang of a game. Battle of the Bridge again. These two teams a possibility to take home whatever's there for them on the cards on the day. I mean, anyone's game to win, I say. It depends who's the better team on the day, and these guys have played a couple of finals together, and they're usually thrillers, and I think it will be another one of those at 3:20pm. It will be another heartbreaking game for one of these teams, and Sydney will go on and get the job done by 4 points. Now, the last game of week 1 of the finals is on the Saturday again, but this is a night game at the Gabba. It's really just elimination final, but it doesn't feel like a tense game for this game. To be honest, the Blues didn't even deserve to make the finals with their 17 injuries. I think I mentioned that already in this video, but they haven't been playing good, and I'm going to tip the Lions to get it done, and it will be so boring, and they'll get it done by 44 points. Like and subscribe to the channel because the growth on the channel has been amazing, and if you want it to continue, subscribe because 50 subs in the last 7 days is so much to ask, and if you want to keep that going, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.